So here we are again, folks. They're definitely trying to push things this time. They didn't get what they want with the COVID narrative, and now they're going to try something much more drastic. It's going to be very easy to implement martial law when it's a martial situation. All your COVID passports, prepare for those to be citizen passports. We got reds under the bed again, folks. But we're not looking at the right reds as usual. What we're seeing here is just another failed CIA coup, that being Zelensky. Zelensky is entirely a product of the Western intelligence services. And just to be clear, folks, I want to point a big fat finger, because the CIA take a lot of shit, and they deserve it, but who seems to remain Teflon shit stainless, but is absolutely up the arse of this, is MI5. British intelligence is behind this. British intelligence goads America into action all the time. WMDs was a British concoction. This is some sort of clandestine effort to rebuild the Commonwealth, in my opinion, back into the British Empire. And you can see that the most draconian leaders in the West are all Commonwealth leaders. Dan Andrews, Jacinda Ardern, and motherfucking Justin Trudeau, human rights abuser blackface Hitler. We're backing the Ukraine, which has been propped up by the United States for more than 8 years now after a coup. They've got a sitcom actor as the president. If this doesn't feel like Wag the Dog to you yet, you're a fucking moron. The ghost of Kiev is from a video game. The woman that they were parading around with the bloodied head was from a gas explosion in 2018. You have no idea what's happening. You have no idea what's happening in this world. The media is controlled by too few, whose interests are not in media alone. Their interests in the drug industry, their interests in the military-industrial complex, particularly Lockheed. We want to point some fingers at Lockheed, Westinghouse, Rolls-Royce, Raytheon. These motherfuckers and the companies that own them, the large asset management firms such as State Street, Vanguard, Blackstone, and BlackRock, who are currently buying up public housing in an attempt to corporatize government to an extent you hadn't fathomed. Life is moving to the subscription model. And if you're not good for production, you're out. The Foreign Forces Bill, the Biosecurity Act, the Digital Identity Bill. These things are traps. These things are traps that have gone quietly through the parliament in this country. And what we're going to see over the coming months, under a mix of biological warfare and World War III bullshit, and it's all bullshit. I stand with the people of Russia. I stand with the people of Ukraine. There is no beef with the civilian population. This is entirely a concoction of the military-industrial complex, the intelligence complex, the medical complex, and the financial sector. These are the people that we should be bombing into non-existence. And when our police in this country finally realize what the fuck's up and grow some balls and a backbone, there'll be foreign UN troops here to deal with them like they've been dealing with us. This shit has been in motion for beyond decades, centuries now. Cecil Rhodes laid out a lot of this. This doesn't surprise us in the know, because we know where we're going. Okay? There might be a few little detours, but we know where this is headed. This is headed into a digital panopticon, controlled global economy where dissent will be stifled forever, civil liberties will be a thing of the past, and you will just be a component in a machine, replaceable, recyclable. So wake the fuck up, kids, because this is it. Stock up on apple juice. Stock up on potassium iodide. And when shit gets real, run, hide. You need to be under concrete or soil. A car isn't going to protect you. Your house isn't going to protect you unless you use a lot of gaffer tape and plastic, if it gets that bad. And let's not forget, this whole thing is a depopulation agenda, so it very likely will get that bad. These callous motherfuckers do not care about you. They get a third-year income, and this is how they look after you. So wake up. Just wake up. But I'm out of hand-holding time here, okay? You people need to figure out what the fuck's up. You need to get independent any way you can. Grow your own food, form your own networks, parallel economies, precious metal exchange. Get the fuck out of the tax system. Get the fuck out of the surveillance grid. And let's just pool support. until the whole thing comes down, because China is nothing without support. America is nothing without support. The fucking EU is nothing without the consent of the governed. So let's withdraw. This is bullshit. This is madness. This is going to get 9 out of 10 of us killed. We need to fucking pull the reins in. That's all I got to say.